are in control of this match, 5 up, playing this 13th hole against Gabe Rathburn and Grant Baker. "100% sunny skies today at the Kalamazoo Country Club." These boys have teed off this morning at 7 o'clock. There are going to be 2 rounds today to get to the semifinals on Saturday morning. Stahl and O'Neill, Blix and Dickerson will be coming up next, followed by Clement and Boring playing Wyma and Ramirez, Vernier and Trosper against Hodge and Brialt, Veenhuis and Hopkins against Castane and Robbins, Wells and Anderson playing Gaggy and Naro, Anderson and Anderson playing against Kramer and Sickinga, Calvi and Sadinsky versus Hinkle and Kelpin. What this shapes up to be today for great matches with some of our favorite competitors as they march down this 13th fairway. It appears that Nico and Will have put themselves in decent position here with their drives right in front of this 13th green. Gabe Rathburn also down there in good position. Will Verduzco wearing shorts today after a long, hot day yesterday. Still trying to limber up after 12 holes. Looks like Grant Baker will be first to play from a pretty difficult shot underneath the tree, up about pin high. He's going to clip a couple branches and it's going to come up short. Really important shot now from Gabe. I think he is going to be last to play here, hitting the farthest ball off the tee. Will first to play and he sculls it. Nearly hits the pin. That's going to go up to the backside of the green. Not a good shot from Will. Welcome to the broadcast, Will Verduzco. last shot you saw him hit yesterday was a winner on the 22nd hole. And now here's Nico. And he safely plays it 18, 20 feet underneath the hole. Five down. We're playing number 13. Gabe in good position to get close here. Let's see if he can do it. He's asking for it to go. It is, and it almost goes in. What a great shot. That got there no problem. And then he'll have a birdie putt, potentially to try to win this hole and cut this lead down to 4 up. Grant Baker. Relatively straightforward pitch shot here. Creeps it up to the hole. Will with a brutally fast pitch shot. This is not something you can expect to get close. Maybe strike lightning. Unbelievable golf shot from there. That's fantastic. You hit that ball 100 times and you won't get that close. Stay tuned, folks, all day. We'll be joined by Chris Andrews and Joe Sporro, and potentially a few surprise guests along the way as we cover the second round of the KCC Invitational on a beautiful Friday. Nico for birdie. He'll run it by a good 3 feet on top of the hole, so he was aggressive with the putt, but leaves himself a little bit for par here. Farther away for par than his partner. Grant Baker makes a nice par. And now Gabe Rathburn for birdie to win the hole. Soft touch here, and this ball is going to drop in, hits the right edge and goes in for a birdie 3. And Gabe Rathburn giving a salute out to his fans, wins the hole, knocks into that lead. Now 4 down with 5 to play. That's a difference maker. That's one.
Yeah.
That a boy. As they head off to that 14th tee box, we are going to turn our attention back down the fairway. Hole number 13, we'll try to find out from the tee what's happening with this match. And as we look back at the tee box, this is the match between Dr. Craig Stahl and his partner Chris O'Neill. Those two having gone to the finals twice before and have played numerous times together at a high level, really looking to get that first championship. And they're facing 2001 U.S. Amateur Champion Bubba Dickerson and his partner Dr. Gregor Blix. Stahl and O'Neill are 4 up through 12 holes. Beautiful member play in the middle of the fairway, about 100 yards out, maybe 110 to the pin. As these good buddies make their way down the 13th fairway here at KCC. Two guys you want on your side in Kalamazoo, that's Dr. Craig Stahl and Dr. Gregor Blix. They actually work both sides of you. Craig owning Optimum Health Chiropractic Center, one of our sponsors here this week, and Dr. Gregor Blix, everybody's favorite urologist, and his good buddy Bubba Dickerson. They've become good friends over the years. Bubba, every time you ask him why he's here, and he just says, I just want to play golf with Dr. Blix. And of course, Chris O'Neill for the Stahl family has become one of the family. And it is a family affair. Certainly a family affair out here at the club. You're looking at the home of JJ and Annie Hen, bringing to mind that we'd like to thank Greenleaf Trust, Bill Johnston, for their sponsorship and our ability to be able to broadcast to you live throughout the world and bring you all the action here from the KCC Invitational, along with our other sponsors, Meyer C. Weiner Company, Old National Bank, Lakeland Asphalt, Lippert Components and Jamie Schnurr, Fletcher's Pub and the Hauslers, One Way Products and the Hinkles, Stafford Smith, Dave Stafford, thank you, Schupan and Sons, the great Mark Schupan, so philanthropic in this community, Wells Fargo, lest I forget, Ziegler Automotive, providing the hole-in-one car, the Maserati, amongst other great hole-in-one prizes on the member and contestant day on Wednesday. That Maserati being hit on the hood during the round and dented. Dan Scheid showed it off yesterday. He had his dent and paint guy come in immediately, and it's like it never happened. Not the only dent that almost happened this week when Braden Falk hit a two-bouncer into the parking lot over number 3, nearly hitting the Solatiki Silverado. And Bubba's going to come up short, only to be saved by a outstretched hand of Matthew Huntington. And we've seen some great things from Matthew Huntington, and I believe that might have been the greatest, at least my own personal opinion. As I read off the program and talk about our sponsors, should also mention Printing Services in Matthew Huntington for providing the printing of our program this week for all the guests to enjoy. As we look at Craig Stahl now, underneath that tree that we all know so well. Nice job by John Fulling cutting up those limbs on that tree. As this should be very manageable for Craig. Pretty good shot, but does come up short. I thought that ball was close and can't believe it didn't roll up to the hole. And Chris O'Neill with a pretty good break to get around that leaking here. Chris will cozy one up there just underneath the hole. Got to be so careful not to throw it past the hole here. Although you saw the aggressive play of Gabe Rathburn and it paid off for him. Right in line where Gregor's ball is. One of them needs to make. You're right on that same line, and Gregor's a very good putter in the county. Also leaving that pin in, which seems slightly tilted toward. Thought I was its way. Just fell off to the left at the last minute to put the pressure on Stahl. Now Stahl, they put on its way. We have the 4-up. Lead continues as they move on to the 14th tee box. Hey Greg, did your buddy hear your salute yesterday? It's on, yeah. I'll send you the clip. Yeah, you bet. What was his name again?
So, his name's Don. He is the historical chair of Exmo Country Club. They gave him $500,000. He's part of the Donald Ross Society. He's got me on the Marion Country Club, Golf Club of Chicago. He's unbelievable. Great guy. And he's got a terrible diagnosis. He was at Northwestern. I did with him 2 weeks ago. Some stuff. He's a great guy. History. He's written several books already. Yeah. He's got one more book he needs to write before he dies. One of that. Holton, Philadelphia. Great guy. So, but that's very kind of you guys. Thank you.
You bet.
Yeah, send me the clip.
Will do. And just chatting with Dr. Blix, he would like to send out a salute to his good buddy in Chicago, Don Holton. With just a tear in his eye, Don has been going through some struggles. And Gregor has him in his heart as he is playing in this invitational, along with his good buddy, Bubba Dickerson. So Don, if you're watching, Gregor's thinking about you. Coming next here is the match between Clement and Boring versus Gandy and Hafner. Clement and Boring are 2 up. As they play this 13th hole. I'm sorry, I misread my document. I reverted back in time to yesterday. Trying to do too many things at one time. This is actually Clement and Boring versus Ramirez and John Wyma. Ivan Ramirez playing such great golf this week, shooting 28 on the front 9 in the practice round. But not to be rolled over would be a guy like Russell Boring and Derek Clement. Derek, a multi-time champion, club champion at Egypt Valley, and Russell Boring several times have competed in this KCC Invitational with Mike Turley, and they won it in 2011. However, Ramirez and Wyman still playing good golf, and they are up 2 through that 12th hole as they play number 13. Back in 2011, when Mike Turley and Russell Boring won this tournament, we attempted some new technology, and we did live stream it. We didn't miss a shot, but somebody forgot to press record. So there is some lost footage of one of the best rounds that Russell Boring has ever played back in 2011, winning that tournament over Mitch Wilson and Dan Maudlin, I might say, on that 15th hole. And the one recorded moment of that tournament was Mike Turley draining a 15-foot putt to win the championship, leaving Russell Boring to legend. I think he shot about a 62 that day, or at least was on about pace for 62. Is at the starters table. He is announcing those playing right now in the Greenleaf flight. He's preparing to announce third round action as these matches finish up ahead of us. Verduzco and Echeverria are in control up in front of us. We are looking up there and see that they are, in fact, playing the 15th. So that match continues. Looks like the swing of Derek Clement. 15 feet for birdie. Russell Boring next to play. Ball hits and releases up towards the hole. Terrific shot by Russell. Right. And our thoughts go out to Mike Turley, who is currently in surgery, or at least on Versed or something, maybe coming out of the recovery for a torn muscle bicep tendon on his left arm, on his right arm. Had the sling all week, and the only time he could schedule surgery was today. So he caddied yesterday for Derek, and today he is under the gun and under the knife. Wish him a speedy recovery, and I'm sure he'll be back in this tournament. Unless Derek wins it with his buddy Russ, he may never play again. Ivan Ramirez, he loves the KCC. This course fits his game so well. So good at these sort of shots. He does not have a golf club in his hand. But man, he looks good today. Great to see John Wyman get out of the first round. Longtime competitor here at the KCC. John can only stand by and watch, but it's a comfortable stand there behind this 13th green, knowing you're 2 up and your partner has a birdie putt. Ramirez for birdie, and it will just stay short. It'll be a conceded par, and now the boys need to convert to cut into the lead. The first time Derek has seen this course was Wednesday in the member contestant. Joe Spurl and I played alongside Derek and Russ, and he is more than really good golf intelligence, understands these greens already. Watching him negotiate these has been kind of fun to watch. Really good player, great ball strike. Has constantly been around the hole, if not in it. Not take. This is a big putt right here. Russell Boring and Derek Clement are 2 down on this 13th green. Opportunity to cut into the lead, and he can't believe he's. And Wyma continue 2 up. John giving a wave out to his fans. It's good to have a club back in his hands. as the boys march on to number 14. I know. As we flip on back to the 13th tee box. Seeing first action from Donnie Trosper and Dave Vernier. They're playing Nick Hodge and Bo Brialt. Bo, the champion of the long drive competition. Last night off of the hillside on the 10th tee box here at the Kalamazoo Country Club. All the boys swinging as hard as they can and hitting as far as they can, which is unbelievable to watch. We're talking 350 plus to win that competition over and into the lake. Unbelievable clubhead speed. Bryson DeChambeau-like from Davis Cod, hitting a clubhead speed of 190. Vernier and Trosper, Hodge and Brialt. At last report, they are all square through 11, but we should get an update down there from Greenside as to what happened on 12. I'll refresh my app. And by the way, you may go to your app at kccinvitational.com and get all the scores. And I can tell you now that Vernier and Trosper are one up through that 12th hole. So Donnie and Dave, one up through 12. Once again, folks, you're looking live at the Kalamazoo Country Club. This is the 69th annual KCC Invitational. We're coming to you live, as we have been since 2010. You might hear in the background some music playing, and that is the water show practice and competition. Annual event that happens every year here at the Kalamazoo Country Club for 75 years. You talk about tradition of the KCC Invitational. Well, there's no much more tradition than that water show here that has been so heavily supported by the membership as well. Message in from Derek Rowe, Mall City Mechanical. Wants to send out a big thank you for our coverage and just wants to make sure that everybody knows the Rowe family and Mall City Mechanical are a strong supporter of Clement and Sickinga. One of our great players here. Beautiful play here. The back of the green, very difficult putt from there. That was the ball of Nick Hodge. Donnie Trosper on all fours down there in the front side of the hill trying to identify his golf ball. As Bo Brielle, long drive champion, did not hit the longest drive in this hole, although did hit the tree coming in. Rejected him back just a little bit, and I think he does have a clear shot up to this pin. He's going to walk all the way up to try to evaluate what he needs to do. We'll have to hit a less lofted club than he had planned to, but quite honestly, a ball that's going to hit on the middle portion of the green and run towards the hole is probably the best play here. Just a few limbs unleaved and leaved that are hanging down that Bo continues to look at. Again, Trosper and Vernier are 1 up through 12. Folks, we'll get you some other scores here soon. Waiting for the full Absolute Video staff to arrive on site here at 11:30 Eastern Time. It's a terrific shot from Bo that's crawling up towards the hole and just slips by the left edge. He'll have that same putt that Gabe Rathburn just made. Terrific shot. Dave Vernier ditching the bucket hat to match up with his partner in their baby blues today. Looking quite sharp. So far today, this shot has been left short numerous times. And there's the ball. But the good news is he gets to play again. More bad news, he's directly in the line of Bo Brielle. So Dave won't be pleased with that effort, but Donnie, playing very quickly, drops one in the center of the green, lets it roll out up towards the hole, and this is going to cozy in right next to the cup. That putt is conceded. That is a birdie 3 for Donnie Trosper. Makes it look so easy, doesn't he? And now the pressure back on for Hodge and Brielle. I have a feeling we might see this group back again on 18 or extra holes. Battling tooth and nail today. Lots of talent in this group. Dave Vernier, local talent here from Kalamazoo, and Donnie Trosper on the path to quite a golf career himself, Michigan State University. Attempted to qualify for the Royale route for him. We're hoping he would, but he did not, so here he is at the KCC Invitational. The winds begin to pick up a little bit here at the KCC. He's going to take a hefty roll in it. There was really not a way to stop that ball from his position, so why not step up and try to make it? And now Bo just needs to breathe on this one as well. You saw the putt of Gabe Rathburn. Dave wanted to make sure we did not get his flub on video there, which we did not. In either case, flub or not, that is a 2-up lead now for Vernier and Trosper as they head to the 14th tee box. So, John, tell us your thoughts on this match. You've been following it. John Weimeister has no comment, but he will appear in our videos. Looking sharp in his green, in his Michigan. We're doing good. Yeah, we're having fun. What's the story here today? How's the play of the golf been?
Huh?
How's a lot of birdies or no?
Donnie's made it. He made a nice eagle birdie back to back.
Oh,
Put him up.
Gotcha.
Then Donnie made a couple in a row, and then he just made that one. So
Yeah, that was a good pitch. Nice job last night.
oh, he hits the ball.
Huh?
He hits the ball a ton.
Oh yeah, he went along with that.
Or did he? So you know, video you do editing video and stuff.
Sure, yeah.
So you got like VHS types of tapes and shit like that.
That's right. Yeah. So we've done video. Well, I've done video production personally for 30 plus years. But I own Absolute Video.
Right.
Okay. In town.
So what are you doing? Just getting footage and then compiling it all, and then is this for the TV or is it also?
Yeah. So
for
we're live streaming right. Do the social media for Facebook and Twitter.
Right.
We do.
So all the videos you see online. Are
That's
yours?
correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. We do the
Good.
website. Just full promotion of this tournament. It's such a great tournament.
That's fun. Yeah. Because I play with him once in a while, so he's been like. But hopefully he'll get big.
He's a good dude. He'll do all right.
You know, he hasn't played it well this spring, and he's just trying to find his
Thanks, John. Even thanks.
When you mention my name and somebody goes background checks, I'm like, no.
We'll make sure we clear that. Authorities. Okay, folks, back at you. Tom Saladicki standing behind number 13, covering the championship flight as the groups come through. Give you some score updates as we see Travis Veenhuis and Zach Hopkins and Pizza Dan Castane, and Zach Robbins heading down this 13th fairway. And once again, Pizza Dan and Zach Robbins are 5 up through 12 holes. The first time they had to play number 13 this week, as they won yesterday 7-6 over Brett Feaster and Caleb Quebert. Give you an update here. See if we can get you an update on the Will Verduzco and Nicolas Echeverria, 4 and 3 winners. They knock off Gabe Rathburn and his partner Baker, who played so well this week as well. And Gabe and his partner knocked off the defending champ Parker Piquel from last year, and his new partner Tyler Omnis, both at K College. And if you're a Craig Stahl fan and Chris O'Neill, they are 4 up through 14 at last report over Gregor Blix and Bubba Dickerson. Update from the match of Matt Wells and Sam Anderson. They're playing Greg Gaggy and Jose Naro. Wells and Anderson are 2 up through 10. Adam Anderson and Will Anderson against against Kramer and Sickinga. They're all square through 8 holes. So Bob Kramer and Colin Sickinga, Anderson and Anderson, all square through 8. And Brian Kelvey and Zach Sadinsky, Hinkle and Kelpin are 3 up through 8. So that's an update on the scores. Appreciate all your feedback yesterday from your online comments and your text to me. We will try to give you a few more score updates on the air today, as we have less matches to be concerned with. As well, you can always go to KCC Invitational and the Golf Genius tab and find the results, and you can follow along on the updates from the KCC golf staff. Fun to see where these players put these golf balls on this 12-yard par 4 from the tee box today, and it's downwind. Zach throws this ball past the hole and up on the top side of the green. It might come down just a little bit. Zach Robbins will have a 20-footer for his birdie. Pizza Dan asking for it to sit for some unexplained reason. Had he asked it to go, he would have had Eagle 2. Sometimes you just ask the wrong question. Nice 3 for Dan Castane, local member here at the KCC. And all around, good guy. Hits the ball a ton. Big smile on his face. This is the nightmare match for Joe Spurl. Zach Hopkins and Zach Robbins in the same group. I think he crossed those names a couple times this week on the first tee. As Travis runs one up that'll bleed out to the right. Make it. So this putt has to go in, folks. And it just misses. Excuse me, it does not have to go in, as Matt Wells has an opportunity to extend this match. I'll give credit to Matt. He was not happy enough by cozying that one up for birdie. He really wanted to chip it in, and he tried. Unfortunately, that was at a cost, and it sent the ball 8 feet up top of the hole. High side, big breaker, right to left. Putt on its way. And it won't fall. The match is over. Pizza Dan Castane, and Zach Robbins have moved on. They have beaten Matt Wells. I'm sorry. I had a brain fart. I did Joe Spurl. That's Travis Vienice and Zach Hopkins. Sometimes they all look the same with their hats. Come on over, Zach. I do, yeah, of course.
What's up, Tom?
Atta brother.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah.
What's up? You guys had to play hole 13. What happened?
No, one more hole than yesterday. You know, it's just played better today, but they made some birdies today too. So.
Yeah, they played well as well. So we had to take it an extra hole. So.
What is it about this place that makes you play so well?
Honestly, it wasn't me today. It was him today. Ask him. He was. What'd you make? 4?
5 birdies. Yeah.
5. Where'd you make those? And how'd you make those? You just hit the ball crisp, or?
Yeah, really well today. Birdied 3, 5, 10, 11, and 13. Yeah.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad. Not bad at all. What's the plan this afternoon? You know, it's a nice, breezy, nice, cool afternoon. You're probably not sweating too much. You finished on 13.
Yeah, we'll get some lunch probably, and then hang around, maybe watch a match or two, finish on 18, and then we'll get ready for our next one. So.
Right. And Zach, what's your plan after this week here?
I'm gonna do kind of off for 3 weeks, and then I'll do Q school down North Carolina. So head down there and see what I can do.
Right. Well, congratulations. Head inside.
You know,
Have yourself a
They
pizza.
signed me for the live tour after today.
Is that right?
That's right. You hear that?
That may be.
Yeah.
That might be true. You know, this is incredible stuff, folks. These guys are on fire.
I hope it keeps going.
So keep it going, boys. All right.
Thanks, Tom.
Good talking to you. Dan Castane, Zach Robbins, on fire here at the KCC. And just an update, Matt Wells, our club champion, is still in the tournament. Sam Anderson, they're coming up next. They're playing Gaggy and Naro. Wells and Anderson, at last report, 2. All we can do is pick up and move forward. It's like a bad golf shot. Joe Spurl having a good laugh in Westlake Tavern right now as he eats lunch, listening to our broadcast. Oh, the Joe Nightmare comment came to bite me as I screwed it up royally on the 13th green there. But he does tell me that he does know that Barrett and Isaac Hinkle are 4 up through 9 on Brian Calvi and Zach Sadinsky. So looking forward to have Joe Spurl back out here with us behind number 13 as we cover these championship matches all the way through their final finish. Talking with Joe yesterday, him off the first tee box, and you know, there's a lot of kids, a lot of players, a lot of new names, a lot of old names, and just a lot of names. So when you got Zach Robin, of the best golfers in the Midwest, and you screw up their names, not a big deal. We were talking with Eric Nelson, who inadvertently called Eric Kramer, the great quarterback for the Detroit Lions. That got a good laugh. The forgotten man nearly took out the sentimental favorites yesterday with Will Verduzco and Nicholas Echeverria. We were just laughing, you know, that Harry Rapley, as he got in his elder years back in the late 80s and into his early 90s when he was the official starter here for many years, would clearly and obviously stumble through a few pronunciations and names and brought to light Harry Carey. So kind of a combination between Harry Rapley, Harry Carey, and Joe Spurl is what you get when you come out here to the KCC, and we love every minute of it. Just a rundown through the scores. Verduzco and Echeverria 4 and 3 winners. Stahl and O'Neill have finished off Blix and Dickerson. They are also 4 and 3 winners. Ramirez and Wyma 2 up through 14. Vernier and Trosper 2 up through 14. Castane and Robbins. Winners, of course, here are number 13. Wells and Anderson 2 up through 10 over Gaggy and Gnarl. Adam Anderson, Will Anderson 1 up through 10 on Bob Kramer and Colin Sickinga. And Barrett Kelpin and Isaac Hinkle, former champs. Strong team, playing against first-timer Brian Calvey and his partner Zach Sadinsky. They are 3 up through 8 at last report. We'll get some more scores for you here soon. A little break in the action as our next grouping is playing number 12. Again, a shout out to one of our favorite viewers. We'd rather have him here broadcasting, but that's Mr. Dennis Wilson. What a great voice to have on the air here at the KCC, but getting a lot of feedback from him on our text string. So we appreciate Dennis Wilson, former member here of the KCC and one of our faves, D Money. Chris Andrews will be here shortly to provide some insight onto his knowledge of golf. He's a golf coach, women's golf coach at Portage Northern High School, also the current baseball coach of the state championship Portage Northern Huskies. Performance mental conditioning coach, coaches all athletes from across the spectrum of sports to how to best handle the stressful situation of sports. It can be no more important than that of golf. There are tens of thousands of golfers with the same swing, and it's what happens upstairs that makes the difference in able to handle some high pressure situations. Special thanks to our producer Nate Lentz on the camera this week, as well as Jack Saladicki and Gannon Andrews, who are running the Twitter feed and the scoring and whatever else we tell them to do. It's a great day out here at KCC, folks. The clouds have shown up, some white puffy ones. It is a sun-splashed course. The greens are rolling out. Looks like about a 12. Course is in tip-top shape. Andrew Kutch and the culinary staff are up behind number 8 green and behind number 10 green to get a hot dog and get a Coke or your favorite beverage. And of course, the pool activities are flowing up there with the music from the water show practice. The umbrellas are out over the patio on White's Lake Tavern. Kyle Horton and his staff are killing it up by the pro shop. What more do you want in the middle of summer in Michigan than the KCC Invitational? And we've done it 69 times now. And Bert Cooper, I believe, has done it 67 of those times, only missing 2 tournaments. And that was because he needed to serve his country. Bert Cooper caddied in the first 2, played up through 2017 or 18, not sure of the year exactly. Competed for 50 years plus in this tournament, and has just been an unbelievable advocate for what this tournament means for all of us here what it means to the families, and his real passion of junior golf has really paid off as all these young kids and some of his grandkids, especially Will Verduzco now playing in the tournament, enjoy this game so much. It's great to see Bert on the bag as he continues to caddy for his grandson, seeking that first family victory. And they've won 2 matches this week, and there's 3 to go. So not quite halfway there, but third round coverage coming to you live from the Kalamazoo Country Club all week. On the tee now here at the beautiful 13th hole at the Kalamazoo Country Club. It's our club champion Matt Wells and his partner Sam Anderson. Sam Anderson shooting a 64 in the practice round. It's quite a handle on the KCC golf course this week. Seems to have no problem. Has played well through Thursday and currently helping his partner with a one-up lead through 12 holes, playing local favorite Greg Gaggy and his partner Jose Naro. Fun to walk through White's Lake Tavern last night and see the table of Barrett Kelpin, Laura Kelpin, Dr. Sandra Gaggy, Virgil Kelpin, Bill and Marta, and Jose, all enjoying a nice lunch right before the long drive competition. I know we say it a lot, but I'll say it again. We absolutely love those families. It meant a lot to all of us here in Kalamazoo and what they've done for our kids. Part of junior golf is also junior education, giving our kids a great family foundation, helping us raise them, educate them, and making them the good citizens that they are. Now the last match ended on this hole. We didn't expect that, but that's how well Dan Castane and Zach Robbins are playing this week. They won on hole number 12 yesterday. They won on hole number 13 today. And they walk off into the clubhouse with a nice break, good time for relaxation, and ready for their third round match coming up this afternoon. We'll be here late tonight, folks, all the way till the final putt drops. Live here on Facebook or YouTube, whichever source you choose. We're just happy you're here listening to us. It's 11:35 in the east right now, and the 12 p.m. third round match is set, by the way. And that's going to be Will Verduzco and Nico Echeverria versus Craig Stahl and Chris O'Neill. Coming your way at noon off that first tee. We'll see them later this afternoon. Ball from behind the there, just a wonderful shot. Wow. Terrific shot from behind the tree line all the way up to the back side of the green, and will give him a birdie putt opportunity. Greg Aggie playing from the middle of the fairway where he's played for so many times on this 13th hole. Taking it deep towards the hole. Will it have enough spin? It will not. It catches that back part in the rough, and he will have a next to impossible chip to try to get that close. His partner, Jose, about 5 feet underneath the pin would be the goal. Hopefully have it stretch out a little bit more. In with a 1-up lead through 12. Sam Anderson blew it by the tree in front of the green and is back down in the valley, so he can't really see the pin. It's certainly not the bottom of the cup, so not as easy as a shot as Jose has. We'll see if he can execute this. He's going to throw it up in the front portion of the green, let it release, and it is going to release big time all the way to the back fringe. And it will stay up on the collar of that fringe, so Sam not happy with that effort. Jose with a great opportunity to take control here and to potentially win this hole. If he can put this ball in the right spot, he'll have a really good opportunity for birdie, and he does not. He chunks it. That's a surprise. Greg Aggie with a bucket hat. Again today, the same style, 3 different days, 3 different colors of bucket hats for Greg Aggie. Probably a late night Amazon purchase. Maybe a 6-pack of bucket hats. About 2 a.m. Jose not taking much time at all. Has a birdie putt uphill, and he leaves it about where he wanted to leave his chip, so that's a conceded, which at the very least gives his partner the opportunity not to have to try to dribble this down and leave it on the fringe. Surprised to see the pin out. Quick update on the balls coming off the tee box. I believe, no, they're still over by the green. Update of Anderson, and Anderson are 1-up through 12 on Kramer and Sickinga. Big moment here in this match. Should this go in, this Sam Anderson, if any one of these go in, a 2-up lead through 13, which is a big deal. Will put them in full control of this match. if one should drop. Again, big swinger from right to left and down the hill. Neither one in that position that you'd like to be in here. He's playing it way out there. And it's trying to fall, trying to fall, trying to fall, and it won't quite drop. He was ready to throw that putter in the air in celebration, and the putt just wouldn't take the break. Jose standing down in front of the green, needing to execute that chip shot that he knows he can do. He's going to try again, like we all do with that 5, 6, 7 footer that we miss. We try it again because we know we can make it. Well, Jose can't stomach the fact that he chunked one on the front of the screen from that position. Sam Anderson just has to get it started. That's some pretty good speed. And it will not fall. Dodges a bullet, Dugaggi and Naro. They remain one down. Matt Wells and Sam Anderson, what up through 13. Note in that Ivan Ramirez and John Wyma have won their match 3-2. And we'll be back with you shortly. At the 13th hole at the Kalamazoo Country Club. This is the 69th annual KCC Invitational. Tom Saladicki and Joe Spurl. Chris Andrews calling the action live here on a Friday in the second round. This is Adam Anderson and Will Anderson. They're taking on Bob Kramer and Colin Sickinga. Anderson and Anderson 1 up through 12 as they play this 13th hole. This looks like Bob Kramer. From about 100 yards underneath the hole by about 25 seconds. Release. Pretty good shot though. Uphill birdie putt for Bob. Adam Anderson is used to playing from position A. Wedge in his hands. Good hands those are. Right up to the hole. He's going to grab some spin and just stand on top of the hole. He'll have a downhill birdie putt. Pretty good shot. Will Anderson, standing at his ball that you see right there, crawled up onto the front of the green and rolled back to that position. He nearly got it up for a eagle putt, a really reasonable eagle putt. Just didn't quite get up that slope on the front side. Will is a champion of this tournament. He won it with Caleb Johnson a few years back. His father, Adam, decades of competition here, has yet to see his first victory. The boys look sharp today. They're wearing some clothing donated to them by Derek Jeter, partnering with Untuckit founder. It's very high-end sports apparel, kind of similar to Lululemon. They're going to do some women's clothing next year, but they look really sharp out there. Thanks, Derek. And Derek's buddy, Doug Byro, providing in that information to us, watching down from Tampa. Doug played in this tournament a handful of times years back before he moved to Tampa, so appreciate him if he's watching. I love that connection into Kalamazoo from the boys in Tampa. Colin with a nice play, dropping it just underneath the hole, an ideal position for birdie. Here's Will for eagle. He's going to putt it. Let's see if he can keep it far enough left. This ball seems to drop off to the right a little bit more than the kids are realizing here. And Will just didn't hit it. nearly where his drive ended up, right there where he's marking the ball. Just fell down off that false front before it could get there. Beautiful setting here on the 13th green. Is that of JJ Hen and Annie. Overlooking White's Lake, tennis courts, the pool, and the beautiful clubhouse. I know things are changing around here in the coming years, but they're only going to get better, folks. Not sure how that's possible, but we have trust in our leadership. Bob Kramer for birdie. This ball looks good, and it's in the cup for a birdie 3 for Bob Kramer. Putting the pressure on Team Anderson, needing to convert to maintain their 1-up lead. Putt on the way. This putt just won't drop. It was right on the lip. And just breaks just that much more than the players are seeing to the right from that position. We'll see that all day long. Will Anderson disappointed from that drive to a par. Thinking 2, making 4. And Bob Kramer sneaks one in. But they still have to deal with the hands of Adam Anderson, possibly the best putter in Kalamazoo, certainly at our club. And just takes the wind out of everybody's sails there. Bob Kramer with a fantastic birdie. They march up to the 14th tee box, all square. It's putt, Bob. Will Anderson with driver in his hand, walking up to that tee box and just beside himself. Adam with a lot of grit and determination in him right now. You can feel the tension of this match just increase exponentially with that putt dropped by Bob Kramer. You could hear the roar from Mall City Mechanical for Team Kramer and Sickinga as that putt came in. Now Colin on the tee here on number 14. That ball might be closed out for Colin to try to get to that green. That's up in the left trees, I believe. Ball is left as well. Gets a good break though. It hit the tree line high up and came straight back into the flat. He will have an open shot to the green from there from about 180, 185, but certainly better than being up by the parking lot. A lot of anger in that swing from Will Anderson. See if Adam can bring him back to earth here. Just put one out there just past the tree line. Staring it down a little bit right. He'll be just fine. Good shape for Adam Anderson, as you'd expect. And off they go, all square, down this 14th hole. The Untuck-It DJ boys looking sharp, ready to get to round 3, but they've got to get past Bob Kramer and Clement and Sickinga to do it. Update here, folks. This is the grouping of Brian Calvi and Zach Sadinsky. They are playing Isaac Hinkle and Barrett Kelpin. Hinkle and Kelpin are 4 up through 12 holes. Lord Kelpin, Virgil over there in their cart, enjoying the day here at KCC. Love having them. Love knowing them. They're on our side. Helping Barrett find his ball. And it was deep to the left over the green. He will have next to impossible to get this ball close, but keep in mind it is Barrett Kelpin. Shot coming in from Ike. That ball drops in the middle of the green underneath the pin. Really pretty play there from Isaac, making sure he doesn't put himself in trouble. With his partner, a bit of a struggle here. Going after this green, nearly pulling it off. Brian Calvi underneath that tree, front right of the green. He's going to have to hit this ball low and let it release. It's a pretty difficult shot. right in line with Isaac Hinkle's ball and where Brian needs to hit this. It's a low shot. It's going to have trouble stopping. It's going to get all the way into that bunker on the left side. That was a difficult shot. Put himself in a funky position down there underneath that tree. And now Barrett Kelpin, you see where he is, way over the screen. A really difficult shot. It's going to land in the rough maybe once, maybe twice. He flops it up there with his 60-degree, hits on the fringe, and rolls out to about 5 feet. Remarkable shot from Barrett Kelpin. And I'd like to say I'm surprised, but I'm not. Zach Sidensi trying to match him. That's a beautiful shot from Zach. Crawling up to the hole. That will be a kick in for birdie. Beautiful roll by Isaac Hinkle. Cozy that one up by the hole. An attempt to make birdie, but can't quite do it. Hinkle and Kelpin 4 up through 12. Needing to have this putt drop from Barrett Kelpin to maintain their 4-up lead. Talk through this one at length. I know it's important. 4 up is a big deal through 13 holes. 3 up. Put some light at the end of the tunnel for Calvi and Sadinsky. Expect Barrett probably typically doesn't have too much trouble with this distance, but he does right there. A little chink in the armor from a really strong team in Isaac Hinkle and Barrett Kelpin. Just a bit of breath for Sadinsky and Kelly. Nice birdie, nice win of the hole, and move on to number 14. Folks, that's the last match of the championship round. This morning on round number 2, Barrett Kelpin with a fantastic pitch shot, but the putt just didn't go in, Barrett.
Wasn't very good. No. A little high.
The shot was unbelievable.
Yeah, I felt great about the chip and couldn't close with the putt there. I think the other guy's got a hot dog at the turn, and I didn't get one.
mistakes.
So I've been dealing with that decision for the last few holes, but other than that, it's been a pretty good.
How's the course playing? What's it like out there?
Pretty good. It's set up a little different today. We got 13 drivable here, and 9 was playing short. Definitely set up for some birdies today, a little less wind. So yeah, there's going to be a lot more birdies made today than yesterday for sure.
3 up, 5 to play. What's the strategy doing that?
Just try and get 2 balls on the green on these next 2 holes and get 2 looks at birdie, and yeah, let them back in there with 1 there. So yeah, the wind's picking up a little bit. Just try and play conservative off this tee and hit a good shot into 14 and 15 here, and hopefully make a few putts coming home.
All right, my brother.
All right,
Good
thanks,
job.
Tom.
Keep it going. The great Barrett Kelpin, former champ out here, professional golfer, and one heck of a great guy. Back on number 14. And we're just in from Jack Saladicki and Gannon Andrews that Bo Brielt and Nick Hodge are all square through 17. They're playing Dave Vernier and Donnie Trosper. And third round action has begun back out on our first tee. Scores and updates coming to you all day long right here from the Kalamazoo Country Club. Again, we'll try to provide as many scoring results online on this broadcast as we can, but certainly you can go to kccinvitational.com, find the scoring tab, go to Golf Genius, and drill the live scoring. It's a bit hard to find, but it's very well done by Kyle Horton and the staff up there at the Pro Shop. They're providing scoring throughout multiple holes here, beyond number 12, beyond number 14, through 17. So check that Golf Genius right there on the website. If you have trouble, you can do it. There's no tech support other than this voice right here telling you it is available. If Thompson, you can find it. Go to Golf Genius, hit the scoring tab, work your way through. But if you don't want to, we'll call them out here for you as well. So stay tuned with us. We'll be back in action with you in the third round. As we finish the second round here, we're going to find our way probably back towards that 18th green here shortly. See if we can catch up with these final matches that are finishing up. We'll wait for these tee balls to come off from Isaac Hinkle now. Barrett Kelpin, as he just told you, with iron, playing conservatively off this tee box and just trying to put himself in play over the tree line. An iron, unlike the rest of us can hit, puts himself about 160 from this 14th green. So off they march, up 3, Hinkle and Kelpin against Calvi and Sadinsky as they move on through the 14th hole.
Is this on Golf Genius?